So you've booked your engagement photo shoot and you think you're all set, but how exactly should you spend the day of your shoot to make sure that you get the absolute best out of it and make it a really special day to remember? Let's talk about it. Welcome back, my loves, to the Curated Wedding. I'm Nazlee. I run an award-winning wedding venue where we have hosted hundreds of really beautiful wedding days. I've also recently gotten married myself, so I'll be unveiling all my insider secrets and top tips from both sides of the aisle so that we can discuss the art of a curated wedding. So if you're interested, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified of my weekly wedding tips so that you do not miss a thing. For those of you who've been watching me since the start, you'll notice I'm in a new location, and that's because we've moved house. It's all very exciting but very exhausting, and we've been renovating our house for about a year now. It's finally ready for us to move into. If you are interested, by the way, in any behind the scenes of my own life, running my wedding venue business and now my home renovation, you can always keep up with me on my personal Instagram. I'll link it here for you. Lots of renovation fun to come on there. Now let's get into the video. An engagement photo shoot is one of the early major steps that you'll be taking on your wedding planning journey. It's a really different and fun experience for the two of you. So as well as having gorgeous photos, of course, I think that it's also really important that you take in the whole day. Today, we're going to go through my top 8 tips on how to spend the day of your engagement shoot to make the most out of the whole experience. Now, for you to do that, my first tip is to get ready nearby. Plan somewhere nearby the location of the shoot for you to get ready. If you've chosen a location close to home, then this won't be an issue at all. But if your photo shoot is going to be a little further away, then this is something for you to think about. Now, if you know someone who lives close by and you can get ready at theirs, then that is perfect. All you would need is a little time to get dressed, do your hair and makeup before going for the shoot. Alternatively, you can do what we did, which is to book a local hotel and enjoy the whole thing as part of a weekend getaway. We used the hotel room to get ready in before, and then we stayed overnight as well. It's really nice to take in these small moments together in the wedding planning journey because honestly, there is so much to do and it all goes by so quickly. Getting ready nearby is going to make it a lot less stressful for you beforehand. So you'll have less far to travel with your hair and makeup done, and it should hopefully be a lot easier for you to get there. So this is a really simple one, but it starts your day off right. Number 2 is to consider your hair and makeup. Think about what you'd like to do for your hair and makeup before the day, so that when you're getting ready, you know what you're doing. If it's a new style that you're going to be doing on yourself, this is something I would recommend definitely practicing beforehand, and perhaps with your whole outfit too, so you can see how it all comes together. And make sure that you're really comfortable with it and you know what you're doing. When it comes to hair and makeup on the day, leave yourselves plenty of time. It might be that you feel a little bit stressed and you get things a little bit off, or you need to redo things. This usually happens for me when I'm stressed. But the last thing you want to be doing is getting ready in a rush. I really want you to take your time and enjoy this moment. Put on some nice music in the background, make yourself a nice drink, and use it as a really calming and therapeutic time. This is going to be key in setting the mood for the whole day. Now, if you're considering professional hair and makeup, schedule your appointments well in advance, and again, close to the location of the shoot. So ideally, you can go straight there afterwards. The perfect scenario would be if the stylist could come to where you are, and most of them will do this, so it shouldn't be too difficult to organize, but that would be ideal. But just bear in mind that this isn't necessary at all. I did my own hair and makeup before our engagement shoot, and I promise I am not a pro by any means. The aim of this is just to enhance your confidence and make sure that you look and feel the best version of yourself in these photos. Now, number 3 is to steam or iron your clothes. This is one firmly on the do not forget list because it's so easy to do so, but having crisp, crease-free clothes will make a massive difference in your photos. Make sure there's an iron where you're getting ready, or bring a handheld steamer with you. If you don't own a steamer, I would say it is a really great investment that you'll get so much use out of in this whole wedding planning process. I found an amazing one that I was actually recommended and I was even able to use it on my really delicate silk wedding dress. It worked a charm. So I'll link it down below if you're looking for one and you're not quite sure which one's a good option. Hang your clothes up and steam or iron them as early as you can to give them some time to hang crease free. This will make all the difference and you'll be kicking yourself if you miss out on this one. Number 4 is an emergency kit. When it comes to your engagement shoot, you never know what could happen. And I would suggest packing a mini emergency kit to bring with you almost as an insurance policy. Now, you may not need this at all on the day, and to be honest, we're hoping that you don't, but like most things in life, if you don't have it, you'll probably need it. All you need is a small bag and to throw in a few essentials. Some of these key elements might be some plasters, painkiller tablets, allergy medication, scissors, tweezers, hairpins, clear nail polish if you ladder your tights, blotting paper, fashion tape, sewing kit, earring backs, tissues, antibacterial gel, and my favourite of all, stain remover pens or wipes. This is just a quick list I've pulled together, but if you want to make sure that you really don't miss anything, I've created a full emergency kit checklist that you can download completely free on the link in the description below. Add in anything that's personal to you that may be helpful the day, anything I've missed, and this should then cover you. But once you have a solid little emergency kit, this is something that you will bring with you and use for every event along the wedding planning process, including the big day itself. So this is a really good one to get down at this stage and make sure you've got all your key elements ready. Now, number 5 is to organize your props. Props are great if you want to add something a little more sentimental to your images or make something a little more personal, but they will need more planning from your side. Have a good think about what you'd like to bring with you beforehand and speak to your photographer to let them know too. It would be ideal if you could send them some inspiration images of how you'd like to use the props in your photos so that you're all on the same page. This will make it nice and simple. Now, when it comes to the day of your shoot, just double check that you have all of your props with you and pack them in your bag in a way that's really organized so that you can quickly get to them and pack them back in once you're finished. If you have to stop your photo shoot to rummage around your bag only to see that you've forgotten something or that you can't find it, you don't know where it is in your bag, that is really going to ruin the flow of your day, and it might even make you feel a little bit stressed, and that's the last thing you're going to want. So take a moment now before you leave to make sure that you've got everything covered and everything's organised right where you need it. Number 6 is to arrive early. This is a hard one for me, admittedly. Anyone who knows me well can tell you that timekeeping is not one of my best strengths. But on this occasion, I promise you that it's worth it. Your engagement photo shoot may be the first time that you're having professional photos taken, and probably the first time you're having professional photos taken as a couple. And it's completely normal to feel a little bit anxious or a bit nervous going into something so different and new. But what's going to make it a lot more comfortable for you is arriving early. The last thing that you'll want is to be stuck in traffic or stressed or running to make it there in time. It's going to make the start of the shoot so unenjoyable and you'll feel really on edge. So if you can arrive in good time to meet your photographer, have a little chat and really get into the session, get comfortable, it will make all the difference. Number 7 is to relax and have fun. The most important part of your engagement shoot is to try and relax and have fun. This is what's going to create the best photos and give you the best experience overall. Don't worry too much about posing or getting the perfect shot, and just focus instead on enjoying the experience with your partner and taking it all in. Trust in your photographer to capture beautiful and meaningful photos that reflect your love and your personalities. The most memorable and beautiful photos will come when you're having fun and just enjoying the process. So don't be afraid to be a bit silly, laugh and celebrate your love, because ultimately that's exactly what you're there for. If you get nervous, try your best to get out of your head. Be flexible and open to trying different poses if your photographer suggests. Just don't be serious about it. Loosen up and let yourself have a bit of fun. Your photographer will be the person who's going to guide you through getting all those gorgeous romantic photos, so really put your trust in them. Do not stress about small imperfections or unexpected weather conditions or anything else that's outside of your control. These usually end up adding so much character and charm to your photos, I promise you. And finally, number 8, to plan something special for afterwards. This is the perfect time to book a table at that nice cafe for lunch or a restaurant that you've wanted to visit for a while for dinner. This is your ideal excuse. This is also good advice for anyone who may be feeling a little bit nervous, as it will give you something really lovely to focus on for afterwards. Not to mention making the most of you having gotten dressed up and looking your absolute best. Having something to look forward to after the engagement shoot is such a lovely way to make the most of the experience and really mark it as a milestone in your wedding planning journey. So this is the time to treat yourselves to a glass of champagne to celebrate and enjoy the moment to yourselves. Now, if you take these tips into account, I'm sure that you'll have an amazing engagement photo shoot where you'll feel your best self, relaxed throughout the day, and absolutely love the photos that you're left with. To make it all a little bit simpler, I've made a complete checklist which covers everything we've gone through in this video and so much more, so that you don't miss a thing. You can download it on the link in the description box below, completely free. If you're still unsure whether an engagement photo shoot is for you, I have just the video for you, and I'll link it in the description box below as well, where we'll go through why I think you should have one, especially if you're nervous. Trust me on that. Now that's it for this video. If it was helpful, please give it a like, it means so much. And drop me a comment down below if you have your engagement shoot coming up soon. Very exciting. You can catch me on Instagram in the meantime on @thecurated.wedding, where I'm constantly sharing my best tips and latest inspiration that doesn't make it to this page. See you next time, and happy planning.